Hi, good day. My name is Williams Ayomide Rebecca, the group leader of Group 1, Department of Insurance. We are presenting the topic Achieving Effective Communication, and I'll be talking about communication. What is communication? Communication is the interchange of thoughts and information between two or more persons to bring about mutual understanding and desired action. In both personal and business settings, people spend a larger percentage of their time communicating than doing anything else. Even when people are not talking or listening, they probably communicate through different approaches like reading, writing, and so on. Communication adds valuable meaning to individual and organization life. It does not only help in building relationship, it also fosters love and understanding among employees. It enriches their knowledge and understanding of their work by extending their productivity. Communication is a lifeblood of any organization. For instance, it enables us to organize, to work in groups, through teamwork in organization, and we are able to overcome obstacles that we cannot overcome individually.
My name is Adeshola Emmanuel Boluwatife. My subtopic is business communication. What is business communication? Business communication is the term used to describe information sharing that takes place within an organization or between a business and its external stakeholders, who may include the general public, investors, suppliers, and customers. It includes a range of written, spoken, and non-verbal communication styles with the goal of successfully delivering messages which meet organizational objectives. This covers correspondence through emails, reports, memoranda, and so on. Effective business communication is essential for any organization as it provides the basis for forming connection, making decisions, and implementing strategies. Going to the important component of business communication, we have four basic importance: clarity, relevance, respect, and accuracy. Types of business communication: we have three main types. We have verbal communication, written communication, and non-verbal communication. Verbal communication, this consists of in-person discussion, which may include phone calls, video conferencing, and meetings. Going on to written communication, this includes memoranda, reports, emails, and other written correspondence. Non-verbal communication, these indicators they include the gestures, body language, tone of the voice, facial expressions. So effective techniques for business communication, we have five: defining clear channels and protocols for communication, providing training and development, using technology wisely, promote dialogue and feedbacks, customizing communication to the audience. Difficulties in business communication, we have information overload, language and cultural barrier, technology issues, and conflicting priorities. In conflicting priorities, inefficient communication and delayed decision making can result for competing interests and conflicting priorities inside organizations.
My name is Oduoma Michelle Oluchi. I'm going to talk about effective communication. A bridge to understanding effective communication is the cornerstone of a strong relationship, a successful project, and a fulfilling life. It's not about sending a message, it's ensuring the message is clearly understood and achieve a desired outcome. We will be exploring the five aspects of effective communication. Clarity. Express your words and idea in a way that is easy to understand. Use a concise language, avoid jargons, and structure your message logically. Conciseness. Get to the point. Avoid rambling and including details that can cloud your message. Completeness. Provide unnecessary information that will make the recipient understand the message fully. 4. Beyond words, non-verbal communication. Effective communication goes beyond spoken and written words. A significant portion of the message is conveyed by non-verbal cues like body language, facial expression, and tone of voice. 5. Active listening. Communication is a two-way street. Effective listening is just as important as communication. Here is how to be an active listener. Pay attention, ask clarifying questions, show sympathy, and adapting to your communication style. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Christiana Akintoye and I'm talking about communication skills. Communication skills is the proficiency in transmitting and receiving messages through various channels, which may include written, unwritten, verbal, and non-verbal forms, with the aim of sharing information, ideas, emotions in a clear and concise manner. Effective communication does not only involve the ability to articulate your thoughts expressly, but it also involves the ability to listen actively and with empathy. Some components of communication skills include verbal communication, we have non-verbal communication, listening skills, conciseness, clarity, empathy, assertiveness, adaptability, body language, and feedback. Communication skills can also help in various areas, which includes conflict resolution, helps in understanding cultural differences, it helps in leadership communication, public speaking, emotional intelligence, and also technology and digital communication.
My name is Olufojude Oluwatomisin. I'm talking about ways of improving communication skills. Number one, active listening, clear and concise expression, non-verbal communication, empathy. Number five, feedback. Number six, practice public speaking. Number seven, reading and writing. Number eight, use of technology. Number nine, mindfulness. Number 10, culture sensitivity.
My name is Ajenifide Hafiz, and I'm here to talk about the qualities of communication skills. First off, we have completeness. This talk about providing unnecessary information ensures that the audience has everything they need to inform and to take action. Secondly, we have coherence. This ensures your message is logical and consistent, helps the audience to follow along and understand your point. The third one is consideration. Taking into actions and the audience perspective, background, and expectation can make your communication more effective. The fourth one is courtesy. Being polite and respectful in your communication foster a positive, atmospheric, and clear, and can prevent conflict. Next one is correctness. Using specific facts, figures, and opposed to a vague language makes your message more clear and impactful. The last one is consistency. Being consistent in your message helps to build trust and understanding with your audience.
My name is Priscilla Ajiboye, and I'm talking about the principles of effective communication. The first on our list is respect and open-mindedness. That is, when you talk, you're meant to show respect to others so that they can receive what you are saying effectively, and they will it will foster more collaboration. Coherence, that is, you have to organize and present your information in an orderly and directed manner. Purpose, audience, and context. Every communication is for a specific purpose directed to a particular audience within a particular context. Enthusiasm. Communicating with enthusiasm can engage your audience and make your message more compelling. Stories and anecdotes. Using stories can make your communication more relatable and memorable. Preparation. Knowing your content and being prepared to deliver it confidently will impact the effectiveness of your communication.
Ms. Kaji Akinyele, I'm talking about benefits of effective communication in an organization. First is communication helps to resolve conflict and address issues promptly, maintaining a positive work environment. Second is clear communication with customer ensures their needs are met, leading to increased satisfaction and loyalty. Third is competitive advantage. Effective communication sets organizations apart from competitors, making them more attractive to consumers and top talents. Number 4, communication opportunity supports employees' growth and development, helping them to reach their full potential. Number 5, effective communication contributes to a positive organization reputation and brand enhancement, credibility and trust. By patronizing effective communication, organization can unlock these benefits, leading to a more productive, efficient, and successful workplace.
Favor, and I'll be talking about communication process. When you're talking about communication process, you're talking about the steps that involve an effective communication between the sender and the receiver. And the first step is the idea formulation. The sender is supposed to have an idea or a thought that he wants to transmit or give to the person that is listening to you, which is the listener or the receiver. Once he has an idea of what he wants to talk about, the next thing is message encoding. This is transmitting the idea he has to words, gesture, or symbols that will make the listener understand what he's trying to say. And the next step is message transmission. Message transmission is majorly talking about the medium that the sender will use to transmit the message or the information he has from him to the person he's listening to. It can be by written or unwritten or visual. Sometimes it can be face to face if you want a fast response. And the next stage is decoding. Yes, decoding is majorly on the receiver side because the receiver does more of the work or tries to understand what message is passed to us in. So at this point, it could be the sender's fault if he doesn't understand what he's trying to say. And if you understood what you're trying to say, that's where the last step will come in, which is the feedback. And the feedback is like a bridge that tells the sender that, oh yes, you understood what I'm trying to say. And there will be no misunderstanding or misinterpretation between them.
My name is Teslim Minister. I'm picking up from where my team member stopped. I'll be walking you briefly through the essential components of the communication process. And like we all know, effective communication is very important and essential in both personal and professional setting. And understanding these components can help enhance how we receive and interpret message. Among all, I'll be stating 9 essential components of communication process. The very first one is the sender. The sender is the originator of the message, who has an information to share. The second one is the message itself. This is the information or idea being communicated. The third one is encoding. Encoding is a system or is a process in which the sender converts the information or idea into symbols, which could be words, images, or gestures. The third one is the channel. The channel is like the encoded messages are transmitted through a channel, which is the communication, like a medium of communication, which could be written, spoken, or gestures. The fifth one is the receiver. The receiver is the person or group for whom the message is intended. The sixth one is decoding. This is the interpretation and understanding of the encoded symbols. The seventh one is feedback. This is the receiver's response or reaction to the sender. And the eighth one is noise. This refers to any distraction that affects the clarity of the message. And the last one is context. Context refers to the environment or situation in which the communication takes place.
My name is Deborah Adekunjo, and I'm talking about communication barriers. If there is one thing for you to know about communication is very straightforward. Communication is not hard, neither is it difficult. So what makes it difficult, complex, hard are the barriers we put in the way. I'll be talking about 4 communication barriers. The first one is physical barriers. And what is physical barrier? These are barriers that arise at certain factors like faculty equipment, things that are physical, that we can see, things that affect our communication. Then the next one is perpetual barriers. What is perpetual barriers? These are the way an individual view communication from my own perspective, how you view communication. Then the next one I'll actually be talking about is emotional barriers. Okay, what are emotional barriers? These are negative feelings we acquire about certain people, places, and situations. Okay, the way you view places, the way you view things. In communicating, you can actually have some difficulties in communicating with some people based on the place you are. The next one I'll be talking about is cultural barriers. Okay, what are cultural barriers communication? This is basically when you're talking to some audience, or let me just use a society. If you're in a society or where they actually talk about, or basically a Yoruba land, if you actually want to communicate with them, you have to communicate in their language. You have to communicate in their terms, so you actually don't have to use something outside what they understand, so that the communication can be very effective.
My name is Alade Arafat Oyindamola. I'm talking about ways to overcome communication barriers. 1. Being clear and using language that person understands. 2. Check whether it's a good time and place to communicate with the person. Communicating in a location that's free of distraction. 3. Use appropriate language. 4. Get feedback. 5. Check your body language. 6. Practice active listening skills. 7. Develop your cultural competence. 8. Avoid giving too much information. 9. Communicating one thing at a time. 11. Respecting a person's desire to not communicate. 12. checking that the person has understood it correctly. 13, acknowledging any emotional response the person has to what you said.
My name is Gerard Emmanuel, and I'm here to talk about the effect of ineffective communication. Ineffective communication can have a significant negative impact on various aspects of both personal and professional life, and some of these effects are: one, misunderstanding and conflict. Poor communication often leads to misunderstanding, which can result in conflict. Two, we have decreased productivity in workplace or areas of our lives. Lack of proper communication can lead to mistake, duplicate effort, and delays in productivity and all that. So we have damaged relationship, whether in personal or professional areas of our life. Communication breakdown can harm relationship in personal and professional settings. Then we have missed opportunity. Ineffective communication can cause one to miss opportunities for growth, development, and innovation. Then we have poor decision making. Effective decision making relies on accurate and timely information. Ineffective communication can result in incomplete or incorrect information being used, leading to poor decision.
My name is Sonia Olaole Rilwan. I'm here to talk about forms of effective communication. Effective communication is essential in all aspects of life, whether in personal relationships, or at work, or in social settings. Number one is verbal communications, speaking clearly and confidently, using appropriate tone and volume. Number two, non-verbal communication, body language, posture, gesture. Verbal communication, body language, eye contact, tone and voice. Written communication, emails, letter, reports, using clear and concise language, proofreading of errors. Active listening, avoiding interruption, emphasizing with speaker perspective, paraphrasing to ensure understanding. Number five, visual communication, using images, graphs, charts, and videos to convey information. Designing presentation or infographics. Number six.
My name is Unigo Chukwunanso, and I'll be here to conclude the aspect of effective communication. In order to analyze the points, we can also say that effective communication is the cornerstone of every success in a business organization, due to the fact that it helps to facilitate the exchange of ideas, information, and thoughts among business peers. It's also said to be the foundation upon which relationship with others is being enhanced, and also trust, in order to maximize customer satisfaction. In order to prioritize effective communication, we can also say that it can be helped to improve customers' liability in order to sustain a long lifespan of business activities.